This dystopian novel imagines a world in which books are against the law. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and in this installment of Mojo Notes, we'll be exploring 10 things you should know about Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. Number 10. About the author. Born in 1920 in Illinois, Ray Bradbury began writing original material when he was 11. After his family moved to LA, he began writing poetry in high school. Bradbury then expanded to short stories, acting, playwriting, novel writing, and nonfiction essays. He continued to write after suffering a stroke in 1999, but illness later took his life in 2012. Number 9. Influences and inspirations. Fahrenheit 451 combines ideas taken from several of Bradbury's previous short stories. This includes censorship through book burning and a society completely under state control.
But some boys still boycott the barbershops. Here you see a mop-up squad at work on one of these messy know-it-alls. It all goes to show, law enforcement can be fun.
As such, it contains both science fiction and dystopian elements. Fahrenheit 451 was used for the title, as it's the temperature at which paper spontaneously catches fire and burns. Number 8. Settings and era. The novel is set in the future, sometime after the 1990s, in an unnamed, probably American city. Bradbury was inspired to create Fahrenheit 451's violent world when American Republican Senator Joseph McCarthy and his supporters began condemning political rebels with little or no proof. His knowledge of political organizations that burned books and the rise of television also influenced his writing. Number 7. Plot. Though the novel is narrated by an unknown third person, it's through Guy Montag's thoughts and actions that we learn what happens. As a fireman, Montag's job is to burn the homes of the people who've read government-banned books.
Tell me, why do you burn books?
What? Well, it's a job like any other. Good work, with lots of variety. Monday we burn Miller, Tuesday Tolstoy, Wednesday Walt Whitman, Friday Faulkner, and Saturday and Sunday Schopenhauer and Sartre.
But a fateful meeting with a new neighbor makes him question his life, and he steals a book from an old woman targeted by the government.
She can't stay here.
Well, she refuses to leave.
She must be forced to leave.
Look out!
He then convinces his wife Mildred to read the books he's stashed and enlists the help of an English professor named Faber.
It'll only take a minute.
Whatever's that?
Darling, it's not a book.
That's what it is, it's a novel.
Oh, but a book? Oh, you mustn't. It's against the law.
But after he reads poetry to Mildred's friends, Montag is reported to the authorities and ordered to burn down his house. He obeys, but kills Fire Chief Beatty while trying to protect Faber. Montag escapes and joins other banished book readers in the country.
Are you interested in Plato's Republic?
Well, I am Plato's Republic. I'll recite myself for you whenever you like.
Thank you very much.
Now here's Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And here's The Corsair by Byron. She used to be married to a chief of police.
Along with their leader Granger, the group witnesses the city's nuclear destruction and returns to help with its reconstruction. Number 6. Guy Montag.
What does Montag do with his day off duty?
Not very much, sir. Mow the lawn.
What if the law forbids that?
Just watch it grow, sir.
Good.
As the protagonist, Guy Montag is initially gullible and a slave to the system, but he soon begins to question his fireman role, which is marked by the phoenix symbol, and whether he should be blindly obeying the powers that be.
Do you remember what you asked me the other day? If I ever read the books I burn, remember? Last night I read one.
Though these ideas make him a traitor in the eyes of society, he even tries to persuade his wife to join him, and gets an English professor to help. He's confused and unhappy, but gains wisdom through books and his experiences, and is reborn like the Phoenix. Number 5. Mildred Millie Montag and Captain Beatty. As Montag's pale, thin, and indifferent wife, Millie gets through life by watching TV and taking sleeping pills. The cold and unemotional woman is unable to have any deep conversations with her husband.
I could have been an actress, don't you think so?
Think what?
That I could have been an actress.
Oh, sure, you could have been an actress.
I wonder whether Joyce was watching. I do hope so. I must ring her tomorrow and find out what she thought.
And ultimately gives him up to the authorities. As chief fireman, Beatty is Montag's boss. He's a former reader who explains the conflicting nature of books makes them worthless.
Look, these are all novels. All about people that never existed. The people that read them and makes them unhappy with their own lives, makes them want to live in other ways that can never really be.
He uses these treacherous weapons that he calls books to manipulate Montag, but is eventually killed by him after he attempts to go after Faber. Number 4. Faber and Granger. Faber is an ex-English professor who wishes he'd done more to prevent government censorship of books. Initially reluctant to help Montag, he starts to offer his guidance through a homemade earpiece. He's a complex character who tries to manipulate Montag using books. Montag encounters the intelligent, patient, and confident Granger after escaping to the countryside. As the leader of the banished readers, Granger helps his group preserve the contents of books so that they can be passed on. Number 3. Values and themes.
Books are just so much rubbish. They have no interest.
Then why do some people still read them, although it's so dangerous?
One of the novel's main themes is the importance of knowledge, whether it's through books, other sources, or experiences. It also explores the role of government in society, how technology and conformity affect people, the search for identity, and happiness versus dissatisfaction. Number 2. Modern popularity. Despite early mixed reviews and censorship attempts, Fahrenheit 451 is considered an extremely creative and important work. Thanks to its themes, Bradbury's award-winning tale is also one of his most popular. Number 1. Adaptations. While it's been adapted for radio and the stage, Fahrenheit 451's most notable adaptation is the 1966 sci-fi drama that overcame mixed reviews and won praise from Bradbury himself. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite piece of Fahrenheit 451 trivia?
I'm The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury.
With new videos published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.